You have a purpose, and it's your purpose, not everybody else's purpose. It is your purpose and only your purpose, and it's your race. So then you're like, hey man, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing it to the best of my ability. What's next? It's not about the underdog so much. I think we're all an underdog. I think the top CEO on the planet Earth still has that doubt. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, the best on the planet. We're all underdogs. Whether you're underdog because you put yourself there to be hungry, or you're just a real life underdog. Right. We're all an underdog. And so this is about the mind and people discovering the mind, their own mind. And one thing I know is we all have an equation. We all have an equation, like, 3.14 is pi. There's different equations to figure out different kind of, mathematical problems. We as human beings are mathematical problems. I cannot give you a book for everybody in this world. That's why my book, even though it's one book, is tailored to the individual. It's not like you do these 5 steps, you're good. No, I'm helping you figure out your equation because it's different. My equation is different from your equation. What's gonna make you tick? What's gonna make you go the distance? What's gonna make you go to that spot in hell and say, I love this spot? It's okay. That's what this book does. It helps you figure out your 3.14. Helps you figure out your mathematical equation and say, oh, because once you figure out the equation in any math problem, you no longer fail, man. You got it figured out.
Sometimes it can feel like your negative thoughts and feelings control you. But if you can discipline your mind, you can become successful too. Motivational speaker David Goggins has tips and tricks to help you get there. Know that everyone has doubts. Everyone is the underdog, but you have to master your mind. Everyone is different. So find out what drives you and what limits you. Make no room for procrastination. Just get your work done with no room for laziness. Remember that not everyone is going to like or support you, but you have to do what makes you happy. So act on your feelings and don't speak in hollow words. Speak your truth. It might not be the easiest route, but it's the route that you need to take to become successful. So use these tips to discipline your mind on a daily basis.
I'll tell you this, I started really realizing that when I started overcoming myself, I started getting around these real alpha males, these hard men. And I always put people way above me when I was growing up. Like, my God, they had to have a lot more than me to get to where they're at. And a lot of them did. But once you get around the best of the best of the best people, you can kind of start breaking them down and realizing, man, you're just as bad as me. Like we all have, but all you did was you hit it better. Your upbringing, your mom and dad, your society, the way you were raised, it hit it better than mine. You weren't the only black kid, or there was like 5 in a school. I can't hide. Going through buds, I was the only black kid. You can't hide. But I started realizing just because I look different than you, a lot of you motherfuckers can't hide either. So it started giving me courage through watching people that we all have a story. We all have a jacked up life in one way or another. Some of us don't have the guts to talk about it though. And that's where I found the guts to talk about mine. And that's when I was in the military, I loved my schedule because I knew I had to be at work at 7 o'clock. So you better get your ass up at 4 o'clock, man. You gotta get your shit in, brother. Because I had to get my shit in before I got my shit in, So that was my mentality back then, man. Like I had to get the miles and get everything in, man, and get to work, man. I'm competing with the alpha males. I respect them. I think a lot of them respect. I have a lot of friends in the SEAL teams. A lot of guys that like-minded mentalities as me. And once again, man, I grew up and I got over it. A lot of guys still have, a lot of people can't get over the fact of whatever. When I became a SEAL recruiter, a lot of guys thought I wasn't deploying for a lot of reasons and whatnot. And I was that guy who grinded. I grinded hard. I was that guy who was up. Like, if we went on an op or we had a workup, let's say we had a workup, we're in an island, we're out there shooting guns and doing land warfare. And we did it to like 1 o'clock in the morning. Most everybody go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep. I went to the gym and I worked out. Or I go sleep, and let's say we'd be up at 5 o'clock. I was up at 4 o'clock and got my hour in. There always had to be a new norm. So one thing we don't do is we don't have a new norm. My new norm is you get up every morning at 4 o'clock and you suffer. This is your new norm. That became my new life. Most people want to get out of it. I said, no, this is your new life. This is who you are. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. And I started realizing if that's my mentality, this shit ain't hard anymore. Your new norm is you wake up, you get in the cold water, you get a beer till it's done. Whenever they say you're out, you get out. So my new norm, so I do that now today. My new norm now is if I'm doing a 200-mile run, your new norm now, man, is you're doing 200 miles. I don't live on the surface of anything. Surface is what got me where I was at. It got me from 175 pounds to 300 pounds. Telling everybody I'm good. I don't give a damn. I'm good. No, they're hollow words. A lot of us speak in hollow words. I used to speak in hollow words. I don't do anymore. Everything that comes out of my mouth has substance. It's real. And we all have these feelings in our bodies, in our minds, in our souls. I act on mine.
Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.